It's okay, getting used to it. It's a different schedule for everybody, so you got to break that in. And now it's different preparation. You're all, you're not 100% game week. You're cleaning some stuff up still from training camp, but it's a lot more game week orientation. Now training camp's over. It's focus on getting ready to play the game. It's kind of like a bye week right now, where you're working on a bunch on Oklahoma State, but you're also working on a bunch of other fundamentals of cleaning things up from training camp that we want to get fixed.
Jay Hughes said he felt like today he came out, it felt like a game week. Do you kind of feel that anticipation building?
Well, that's what we're building. That's the focus, and it better for guys like him. As the leaders of the team, they need to take that charge and make sure we are transitioning ourselves that way. With school going on. Guys aren't showing up here now till 2:15 with classes all day in the morning and all that. So it's getting used to that transition, getting used to going to school and not just doing football.
Is the secondary ready for Oklahoma State? Somebody that throws it around that much?
Sure.
How have you seen their progression?
They're doing good. They're doing good. We'll find out when we go live, against them. And, it's a different offense than what they see in training camp a lot. So, that's going to be the interesting thing, and that'll be a different challenge for them. It'll be a little different style offense than they see every day. Right?
Hughes was saying that, obviously Banks and Slate were awesome players, but that there's a different feel with this year, that maybe guys are relying on each other a little more and maybe not waiting for stars to make the plays. Do you feel that might be the case this year?
Well, yeah, it has to be. And that's what you want in a team. That's what we always tried to build last year. When you look, you want a team that everybody expects to make the play. They're not looking around for someone else to do it. Now last year you had some guys that when we needed it, they would always make it. But, for us, especially small senior classes, we keep building this team for a lot of guys. Hey, your number's called. You're expected to go make the play.
Have you started the scout team stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we started that the last couple of days. After the scrimmage, we get a little bit each. Not as much as full blown as we would be game week, but there is a bunch of scout team work going on.
How do you think Devin's progression is from last year to this year?
Devin
Bell.
Oh, Devin Bell. He's doing really good for me. Devin's I love for a young player his maturity out there on the field. He takes things very, very seriously. You look at him. A kicker sometimes can drive you crazy. But Devin is just a very focused hard worker at everything that he does, and I like that. He's still got a lot of room for improvement. He's got a lot of natural talent. It's making it consistent talent every single snap, but he really works hard at doing that.
And do you see that leadership out of Jay Hughes? He said it was really difficult for him to kind of tell John Banks and Darius Slay kind of what to do, just logically. And now he feels more comfortable telling the younger guys in his position what to do.
Yeah, I do. I think, Jay's a guy that certainly leads by example. I know that, in everything that he does and does things the right way for us. But it is a different role now that he is in that position where, not just doing it the right way, he's got to make sure and be vocal about making other guys do it the right way as well.
Saw a few receivers in red shirts, no names mentioned or anything, but still, how's the rotation going now, getting guys active out there?
We're rotating them all, getting ready to see who can play. Like I said, there's not a lot of experience there. We're going to play anywhere from 6 to 8 receivers in the game, in the first game. So we got to see who's ready to go, and whoever's ready to go, we'll roll them out there on the field.
Who takes kind of the leadership role among that wide receiver group, since there really isn't a returning starter or anyone with a lot of experience?
Coach Gonzalez. Those guys. But, Rojo and Jamie, they've been around for a while. Now, they're not the most vocal guys, but they've been around for a while. And, so when you watch them, I think they're very comfortable leading by example and how to prepare, how to do things the right way, even though they might not be used to jumping in other guys' faces. They know how to prepare, how to do things the right way, so that helps.
I reckon you've looked at some film on Oklahoma State. What makes their passing game tough to defend?
They run so many plays. Yeah. That's a huge deal. Their quarterbacks, and all their quarterbacks that they play are very, very accurate. And they spread it around to the different receivers. I think one of the things I believe in they do a good job of is not always focusing on one guy. Their offense isn't designed to get one guy the ball. It's designed to spread it around and just take what the defense gives you. And when you do that, it makes you pretty effective.
You talked about